Music, it's the universal language. For centuries, it's bridged communities and changed countless lives. Here on the Suncoast, we're no stranger to the musical arts, and I'm at Sarasota Orchestra's Holly Hall, where dozens of performances are put on each year. The Suncoast has so much to offer, and we wanted to explore and look back on all the sounds of this past year.
And who better to start with than the king himself?
That was incredible. The moves, the facial expressions, the snaps, all of it right on.
Well, thank you very much.
All right, well, ever since Elvis first performed in Sarasota in 1956, we just couldn't get enough of him. Case in point, this life-size statue here at the Blue Heirloom on Stickney Point Road, and it's not the only one in town. And thanks to the amazing talent of performers like Billy, it's like the king never left the building. Our Brissa Bradfield reports.
67 years ago, the man who became known as the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, dined right here on the Suncoast at Waffle Stop. And while he passed away several years ago, one Suncoast man is working to keep his memory alive.
Billy Lindsay takes the stage as the king.
How's everybody doing?
Billy, or today as Elvis, is no hound dog when it comes to performing for his fans.
I'm more happy when I'm doing that because I'm where I'm supposed to be. I get to play my music, and that's what Elvis was all about, was taking the music to the people, watching them have fun and enjoy themselves. Let me hear ya!
Crowded patio. All to watch as it's now or never to see the king.
Enjoyment is watching people have a good time, and everybody celebrating Elvis and just celebrating music and just having a good time. And that's my biggest love.
Karen Fagg saw the real Elvis perform back in 1970. Now watching Billy 54 years later. She says she knows a good show when she sees it.
It's something we look forward to every single week. I can't say enough great things about him. He's the next best Elvis.
Bring it all, as Elvis would sing. For ABC 7, I'm Brissa Bradfield.
Thank you very much.
Just a wild amount of talent. And Billy, this is something you do, these performances all the time.
Yes, I've been constantly doing this, and Karen, it's a burning love, baby. Just
right.
can't get enough of your love.
I love that. And if we want to hear more of Elvis's croons and other artists like him, where do we go?
Go to the record store, baby.
All right.
You might even see me there.
That's
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So to the store we went, down to Salty Dog Records in Gulfgate.
Always getting into records for the first time, they appreciate seeing the liner notes, seeing the, like, especially if it's a fold-out album or if it's got a poster in it, anything like that. It's, and all the time people show me like posters that had an album they didn't realize had a poster with it, and they hang it on their wall, put it in their music room, all that.
There is so much here to dig into, but there's one record that really stood out to me, and you'll be surprised by their Suncoast connection, and this was Kiss.
This is Neil McCurry, or Gene Simmons. And this is Ken Trapp as Peter Criss. two Suncoast residents that help make up Kiss America. A Kiss tribute band. It's been going strong for nearly 15 years. When they're not on stage as American rock legends, they're not hiding behind the makeup.
I love my white shoes.
You can find Ken in the classroom as a music teacher at Wilkinson Elementary.
My red shoes.
Teaching future musicians and those young minds are also his favorite part when performing as Peter Criss.
The best part is maybe when young kids are there singing along with every song. It's crazy sometimes. You know, I mean, little kids on people's shoulders, like singing along like crazy. Some of them will show up in makeup and stuff. It's really cool.
And when he's not Gene Simmons, you can find Neil out in the community as the market executive for Seacoast Bank.
Character's name is the Demon.
Neil's been a Kiss fan from the very start. I suppose you can say he was made for loving it.
So when this band came out, it really spoke to me as far as the music and the theatrics of it all. And you know, I've enjoyed it ever since. And maybe a creature of habit, but still enjoy a lot of things I did in my youth.
And while they perform all over, it's rare for them to perform here on the Suncoast.
Rock and roll!
But they did at a recent show at Harley-Davidson for a Support the Blue fundraiser.
All right, Sarasota, you sound great.
And the fans loved it.
High energy, authentic costumes, the mannerisms. It's just an excellent tribute to the original Kiss band. One of the best I've ever seen.
Getting into character takes hours, from the famous makeup, to the costume, to the hair. Turning Sarasota into Detroit Rock City. And a Kiss concert wouldn't be complete without the anthem.
Rock and roll all night, party every day.
For ABC 7, I'm Brissa Bradfield.
Good night!
Kiss tribute bands continue to make a difference for our community. We stopped by for their third Kiss Cancer Goodbye event, a charity concert that raised thousands, and the people were loving it.
Awesome. So great, yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing event. Kiss-tastic!
Exhilarating.
As Kiss classics blared through the speakers, you couldn't help but notice everyone knew the words. And they don't just have human fans. This is Tico. He's an internet sensation who loves to sing. This video alone received millions of views, and he lives just south of us in Nokomis.
I wanted to go and visit Tico to see how he's doing. He and Frank still making videos to this day, and we may catch them working on one now. Here's when we first met this incredible songbird.
You ready, Tico? Come on.
The rhythm, the range, the pitch. Tico is an undeniable musical superstar. But before we get to the love of bird and song,
There he goes.
there's the love story between bird and human.
Come on, Tico.
22 years ago, Frank LaMaglio Jr. locked eyes with the double yellow-headed Amazon parrot at a moving sale.
You know, she kept saying that there was a lot of magic between us, and, you know, I just thought she was trying to sell me the bird. What's your name?
Tico not only knows his name, but can do a British accent, a smoker's cough, and mimics toys.
Hey, Tico, let's go. So we knew he was brilliant. The music thing, though, we had no idea.
That all changed during the pandemic when Maglio tried to record a guitar video for work.
Customers were going to be open. I figured I'd just make a training video. So I'm trying to rehearse Stairway to Heaven and play with this thing, and the bird starts screaming.
A rock star was born.
Come on, Tico!
And talent like this must be shared. One YouTube video reaching more than 6 million views, and their channel has more than 475,000 subscribers. Fans chiming in from around the world like New Zealand and Ukraine.
Couldn't believe people were like watching a bird and a guy play the guitar and a bird sing.
It's a mood changer. I have people reaching out to us in dark places that are, you know, feeling really great when they watch a Tico video, and it just keeps us motivated and keeps it going. You want to do a whole lot of Rosie Tico?
With rock star vibes like that, we want to see a whole lot of Tico. In Nokomis, Karen Kim, ABC7, your local station.
Good job.
Thank you so much, Frank and Tico. One last request and jam session, if you guys could take us to break.
Absolutely. You ready to go, Tico?
Coming up, the Sarasota Opera offers a special summer program for kids to partake in the opera.
Their story when we come back. Welcome back. From rock and roll to the opera, the range of musical offerings here on the Suncoast is vast.
And here at the Sarasota Opera House, kids have the opportunity each summer to put on their own performance.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Take a close look and listen, because they could be the next divas and opera stars of the future.
Amazing. I love the singing, the dancing, the acting, the orchestra. I just love it.
Every June for 3 weeks, the Sarasota Youth Opera runs this summer camp. No auditions required and all skill levels welcome. Because once you're done with camp, they will make you a performer.
Opera is different to the music right now, because opera you have to hold very long notes, project your voice, you have to sing loud and clear.
This is good in the town on the lake.
Just so thrilling and rewarding and satisfying to see the light of excitement come on as they realize that they can do this.
With a name like Lark, you can probably assume she may have a few arias under her belt.
And then once you start doing it, it feels very natural and fun, and you feel very powerful.
The 14-year-old says it's not just the singing, but it's the acting, the costumes, and the sets.
Go, go!
And it's about who they're standing shoulder to shoulder with.
It's something that I'm going to hold in my heart forever, so I'm really grateful for this experience.
They teach them how to project their voices here, as well as project their confidence.
When we see them take stage and shine and know that they're selling it and having a good time, it's incredibly rewarding.
Bravo, brava, bravi. At the Sarasota Opera House.
Good, you guys, you remember so much. Fantastic.
Coming up, inside this convention center in Palmetto, a classic rock band came by for a benefit concert. Their story when we come back. Welcome back. The Suncoast was slammed with back-to-back hurricanes Helene and Milton, leaving so many families without homes and unimaginable damage.
That damage extended all the way here to the Van Wezel, where they had to cancel the remainder of its winter shows. We stopped by to see how it's doing.
It's important to note that this piece of the stage right here is our orchestra pit lift, and this area was actually impacted. Right below here was filled with water.
Yeah. So the day after Hurricane Milton hit, there were a few of us who came directly over to the hall to assess the damage, and it was heartbreaking to see. I mean, we've been through storms before. We've had a little bit of damage that's come in from water and everything, but it was nothing like this, where you saw, you know, furniture and equipment turned over on its side, mud and guck all throughout the building. It was definitely a devastating sight to see.
I imagine quite a few tears.
Yes, yes. Our executive director, she holds her heart in this building, and it was very devastating for her to walk in here and see so much of what she puts her love and heart into every day. And having to cancel shows that we are all so used to having and putting on, especially in the holiday season, was definitely hard for all of us here.
After rising from the floodwaters, the Van Wezel is back. Shows will return to this stage in 2025. It's a tale of resiliency and hope. In Palmetto, a similar story where one classic rock band came for a benefit concert to help our community raise funds to get back on its feet. Here's Leonard Skinner with Brendan Mackey.
Sweet Home, Alabama. Freebird. Simple Man. The list goes on and on. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band, Leonard Skinner, is known around the world, but they're from the Sunshine State. That's why they will always have Florida's back.
Hey, I'm a Floridian, born and raised, and these hurricanes have been just crazy. You know, so anything I can do to help out, hey, I'm all in with the band, you know, Leonard Skinner. So.
On the 15th, they put on the Rock and Support benefit concert at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto. All proceeds from the event support Gulf Island hospitality workers who have been displaced due to the recent impacts of Hurricanes Helene and Milton. It's an incredible act of kindness, and such a treat for so many here on the Suncoast.
A little toast to Hell House for the great state of Florida tonight. How about it, baby? Yeah!
But the process wasn't easy. The entire thing was put together in less than 3 weeks.
People think you can just put a show up and announce it and the tickets just go out the window and people will be there, you know, and it sells out really quickly. And it just doesn't work that way. So making sure we could get the proper gear in here. We had some issues with some of the production at first. We found the right production company to come in. This band doesn't usually play a smaller arena like this. It only holds 3,800 seats. But we really came together and they came up with all the resources and some great vendors to kind of put this show together.
From the ticket sales to all the food and alcohol sales, this money will go a long way.
Oh, it's incredible. You know, I mean, we get the hospitality workers to come and enjoy the show. Hopefully they can reap the benefits of a few $100s or some grocery money after the show with the Rock and Support grant that we've created.
The band's tour actually ended in early October before Hurricane Milton even hit, and their next concert's in early March. But when they got the call to be here on the Suncoast, they took it.
You can rebuild, and we're here to help in any way, but to take people's problems away from them for an hour or so is a great thing, you know.
I'm Brendan Mackey with ABC 7, your local station.
That concert raised more than $377,000 to help hurricane victims. What an incredible cause. As we've discovered, music is powerful. It has the ability to heal, entertain, inspire, and bring people together. The Suncoast has so many different sounds to offer, and we're lucky to live in a place where music and the arts take center stage. Until next time, I'm Karen Kim. This has been our ABC 7 special, Music on the Suncoast.